On the line with Senators defenseman Dillon Heatherington, AHL veteran, and recently signed for 2 more years with the Senators organization. And we may see him in Belleville this season again. We may not. Either way, we wanted to check in and first congratulate you on the new deal, Heater. It's great to see you back.
Thank you so much. I mean, I was so happy that we were able to work something out, and really excited for this upcoming year. I mean, there's been some change to the organization, but it's exciting, and I mean, like I said before, I'm really looking forward to this year.
Yeah, lots of change, and we do have a couple questions on that front in a couple moments. But if we look back at last season and kind of reflect on things for you, you were up and down between the NHL and Belleville, and played the majority of your games here. But how do you kind of characterize how last season went for you?
Really good. I mean, the previous season I was over in the KHL playing, and it's tough on guys coming back. But I came in with no expectations, just ready to work hard and try to earn a spot. And, I thought I did a good job of that. It's going to take that same mentality again this year. It's just come in with not a whole lot of expectations, but just come in with your hard hat on and get to work.
Yeah, and I mean, with the departure of some of the other veteran guys from Belleville, including Captain Logan Shaw, should you end up here for another large chunk of the season, is that going to kind of change things for you at all? You were part of this leadership group here, and will that maybe elevate your role perhaps in this dressing room as one of the returning vets?
Yeah, I mean, we lost Shaw, we lost, Williamson, we lost Aggie. We lost some good veteran guys, but that's part of the American Hockey League. The turnover in the league is so dramatic each year that, you have to be adaptable. So I think, coming in this year, there's going to be a little bit more of a leadership role, but, the foundation that we set last year with our young players was really strong, and I thought, our leadership did a great job of that. So it's going to be a fun year because that foundation's already set that we can just start building on it.
Just joining back, if you are in Belleville, how comfortable are you to get back into a room with Troy Mann and Dave Bell and continue to work with those guys?
I mean, the coaching staff in Belleville is so professional and so dedicated to the team. I'm really looking forward to playing under Manor and Belsey, and then Sexy and Petey or the whole crew's coming back, and they just do such an outstanding job with finding the balance of developing players and building a winning hockey team, most importantly. So I'm looking forward to that.
Just with your Calder Cup playoff experience you've had with other teams, Belleville got into the Calder Cup playoffs for the first time last season in franchise history. How can you kind of build on that from training camp moving on if you are here?
I mean, looking back at last year's playoffs, left a little bitter taste, I think, in the team's mouth. Going the best of 3 series and dropping 2 in overtime is tough. You play such a long season, and that's how it ends. So, I mean, coming in this year, it's just like I said, we got the foundation set, and now let's take a run at things.
Chatting with the Senators defenseman Dillon Heatherington. We should point out that you did score a goal in that short playoff series last season, a pretty nice one at that as well. How else have you been spending your off season so far?
I've been, training, staying in shape and getting on the ice, but, definitely enjoying my summer. I mean, the season's such a grind, but spending time with friends and family that you don't get to see as often during the season. So summer's been good for sure.
I know you skated with JBD out there in past off seasons. Will you guys be on the ice together again at all?
Yeah, we will. We work out in the same gym in the off season. It's just so nice to have him, right there, shoulder to shoulder in the off season and kind of work on things. So it's he's always a nice face to see around the gym and around the rink.
Well, and obviously a familiar one as well. You guys played together so much last season too. Do you think that relationship is going to, I guess, get stronger and maybe benefit this team even more this year?
Absolutely. I mean, he's such a professional. He works he works so hard, and he's so easy to get along with. You can talk the game with him, and he brings up some details that you're talking about that just kind of absolutely blow my mind, because he's still finding his own game, and he's only going to get better from here on out. So, it's a privilege to play with Doc for sure.
And he's obviously just one of those real talented up-and-comers that we have on the roster here this season. You mentioned the bitter taste of the playoff loss last season, and if the goal at training camp last year was to get into the Calder Cup playoffs, do you think that changes now to get through the first round, or what is the goal, do you think, for this group once everybody gets together?
I think the goal should be set at every season is to try to lift the cup at the end of the year. I mean, that's not going to waver, no matter who's in the lineup. So that's going to be our end goal, and then we're going to just kind of focus on the day-to-day things and just keep on getting a little bit better each day, and that's how we're going to attain that.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot of excitement building here around the city for the coming season, and we're looking forward to getting everybody back. Congrats again on the new deal, Heater. Glad to have you back. We'll see you in a couple months.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you soon.